Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
On the wing, Durant. And Doris, both of these teams prefer to operate at a slower pace. It's more about half-court offense than getting out in transition.
Which means necessarily, BA, that the winner tonight is likely going to have to execute at a high level. That means, is your spacing good? Do you have the appropriate motion? Are you setting quality screens? How effective can you be generating good shots in the half court?
Now here's Durant. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Levine. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Simmons. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Claxton with a rebound. Since KD left Oklahoma City in the summer of 2016, the Thunder have not won a playoff series, Doris.
That's exactly right, BA. They had a few playoff teams, but they were all bounced in the first round. I think that is what led this organization to basically hit the reset button. Now they want a title caliber team, not a team stuck in the middle. What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
It's Simmons with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Now here's Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. Hits the jump hook.
Length, athleticism, the ability to work in the painted area, so important to Zach LaVine.
To the middle. Here's Simmons. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
For the Thunder, Mitch Richmond.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Durant covering. Oh, Simmons with the block.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
Durant for 3. And they recover it. Inside. And it's Simmons with the jam.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Simmons. The Thunder making their last shot. And slam dunk by Simmons.
So impressive is the athleticism of Ben Simmons.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Giddey. And rejected. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Here's Simmons. Give him 8 points now. On the wing, Irving. Driving in. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
So many things go into Kyrie Irving's game. Right there, the quickness and the craftiness on the drive. It's special.
Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. And he lobs it up. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Pass to Durant. And here's Simmons. And the basket is good. Simmons has got 10 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Jones with some nice D.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Back to Simmons. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been... If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line. Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
The Nets with the lead. Outside Burks. Brown with a screen. Burks got room. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
You give Alec Burks a little daylight, this guy is ready to fire.
Here's Levine. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Moses Brown. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, his first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that. Back to Burks. 6 to shoot. Brown with a screen. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Right side, Levine. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Burks. Pass to Brown. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Boucher. Count the basket.
And for Boucher, to me, it's about taking his time inside. When he does that, he's very effective.
Pass to Brown. Simmons with it. foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
At 6'11", this guy is very difficult to get a quality contest. Ben Simmons does a nice job drawing contact.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. They double team LaVine. To the inside. Over to the wing. Down low. Richmond. Soft touch off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Trailing by 8. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Can't get it to drop. And Oklahoma City will go the other way with it. Here's LaVine. Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. LaVine in style.
Here's Jones. The layup misses. LaVine with it. Chang. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And stolen by Simmons. It's stolen. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left side wing. From deep, Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pass to Irving. Now here's Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside for Irving. And here's Warren. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. No good. A bit long that time.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Outside Simmons. Here's Irving. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Boy, at the rim, an undersized guard, Kyrie Irving may be the best to ever do it.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Great open look there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. From deep, Holmgren. Goes back up. And there's a nice layup by Grant. And now it's just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
How about the timing on the offensive glass by Jeremy Grant? Always seems to be in the right place. Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Durant for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nets out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Holmgren. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Outside Irving. Back to Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changes out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there. Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Oh, what a play. Just palms the block.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Durant. Tipped. Pass to Holmgren. Cans it from short range. Holmgren's got 6.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Sumner. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to Sumner. Here's Irving. He's got 6. Clock at 6.
What fascinates me about Kyrie Irving, clearly he is one of the most skilled guards to ever play. Ask his counterparts, other NBA players, who their favorite basketball player is, who the most complete player is. The answer will be Kyrie Irving.
And the Nets making a change here. And again, about Kyrie Irving, we really are witnessing one of the best point guards to play the game, Doris.
BA, one of the best scoring guards we have ever seen. His handle is elite. It gives you some sense of how much the position has evolved. Point guards almost must score as much as they facilitate.
The Nets with a lead. Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Nice shot by Durant.
Oh, that's just such a pretty and smooth release. Durant with the distance delivery.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes it on the layup. 10 points for him.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The kick to Durant. On the wing, Irving. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When Kyrie Irving is engaged, guys, this guy is almost unstoppable. The handle, the finishing ability, the absolute fearlessness when the game hangs in the balance.
Both free throws good from Irving.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Pass to Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
The kick to Durant. Back to Simmons. To the right side. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Graham. Oh, Grant throws it down.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
Here's Holmgren. This for the tie. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Brooklyn with the ball. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
The Thunder making a switch here. And both free throws good for Durant.
Boy, very hard not to be impressed with the young Australian, Josh Giddey. This is a young guard who can do absolutely everything.
And the dunk by Levine.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Left side Durant. It's deflected. Left side Giddey. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Paxton with a rebound.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
On the break. Here's Levine.
This is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
And as we finish the... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Thunder with a lead. To the paint. Here's Levine. Brooklyn with the board. Now Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 1.
Well, at close range, you can see KD adjust his touch perfectly, just enough power on that interior shot.
And it's Holmgren missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Here's Levine. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Well, this guy is a tremendously fast athlete. Levine excels in transition.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't jam it through. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, the second half has been a series of distractions for him. After 1 turnover in the first, it's been a disaster.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Holmgren. Takes it inside. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Durant. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Grant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
You simply can't fight on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
And both free throws good for Durant.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
You can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Grant with a steal. Left side Levine. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Pass to Levine. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He hits the first one. And that gives him a lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Simmons. Here's Holmgren with a rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
So there's that combination of size and quickness when we're talking about Josh Giddey. Hard to defend, makes the defender commit right there.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making them when it matters most. Those trips to the line can build some confidence.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Durant's shot is off.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Grant. Ooh, Durant with a steal.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Now here's Levine. Pass to Giddey. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Back to Durant. Fires for 3. Oh, the trifecta!
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And so the Thunder take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the...
Rolly, is you lame, fool? 100,000 on her. She know she hot.